Guys, I have a question. How many of you knew that this tank right over here has the best DPM in tier 7? That it has better DPM than any tier 8 tank in this game. That has better DPM than basically 99% of tier 10 tanks in World of Tanks, and it is from tier 7. The only tier 10 tanks that have better DPM are Badger, STRV-103B and AMX-30B. Well, you know, AMX-30B, you can divide that DPM by half because of the gun handling and penetration, but guys, it's crazy. Coming in with a freaking 3162 DPM at tier 7. Nuts, right? And by the way, did you also remember or did you also know that this tank is close to 9 years old? Yeah, at first I didn't believe it, like 9 years old already, like where the hell does the time fly? But then I was linked to this article on the stream because this tank was actually, I didn't remember anything about this tank, but this was randomly requested during one of my live streams. Then we started talking about that and then we checked it out, and yeah, from this basically archived World of Tanks article that was released in May 2015, we can see that we have bundles, guys. We have the Last Chance bundle over here. This is the Berlin Quartet. When they first released the Rudy, then Cromwell B, IS-2 and also ISU 122S for 35 bucks, or you can grab them all. You could have grabbed them all for 75 bucks, guys, as a special bundle, and 30 premium days as well. So even when this tank has been out for close to 9 years, or maybe even more, I don't know, like this was the Last Chance bundle, maybe it came out even earlier. We couldn't find the exact date when it came out, but I haven't played with it. I believe the last battles I played with ISU 122S was actually when it was first released. So close to 9 years ago. And then roughly 2 weeks ago during one of my live streams, it was randomly requested and I thought, okay, let's give it a go, because I know that DPM in this game doesn't matter everything. If tank has a high DPM, it also needs to have something else, because, you know, once again, let's go back to the AMX-30B situation. That tank has basically third best DPM in the game, but the gun handling, the penetration, the shell velocity, like everything divides it basically into half, because it is so hard to put that DPM into use unless you are like up to 50 meters away from the tank that doesn't have the best armor in World of Tanks, right? So I was a little bit skeptical because once again I did not remember anything about this tank, but after my first battles, guys, this thing actually slaps. When it gets going, it gets going. And I believe one of the biggest superpowers this tank has is that it is not the most popular tank, and the surprise effect in enemy faces, I can already imagine all the enemy faces. When they charge me down, I take one shot and oh boy, they think, okay, I just received 390 alpha, this guy's on reload, I can do whatever I want with this ISU 122S now. But no, because there are not too many tanks, guys, that has 390 alpha and 5 point up to, let's say, 8-second reload time. My setup with my equipment, my reload time is actually roughly 5.58 if I remember correctly, but I'm not using Bond equipment or anything, so you can actually make it even better. I have Bounty Rammer if I remember, Bounty Ventilation as well, just to bump up the DPM, because this is what we did during the test of this tank as well, and you are going to see that in this battle, for example. And as you can see, we are bottom tier. We are a little bottom tier bug over here, trying to do our best in a tier 9 battle. And I can easily say that majority of my battles were in tier 8 and 9 battles. I had top tier battles as well. Of course I had top tier battles as well, but majority of the battles and majority of my good battles or very good battles which I got in this tank were played versus tier 8s and tier 9s. Like this matchmaking, you know, tier 9 matchmaking, and we have, like, this tank, of course, it has very many problems as well. We have to choose positions very carefully, because you do not have too many hit points. There are so many tier 8 tanks that can even 2-shot you. There are some tier 8 tanks that can 1-shot you. I have actually been 1-shotted by ISU 152 in this tank. ISU 152 just high rolled, 750 alpha, I have 870 hit points. ISU 152 high rolled, and boom, clean AP one shot from 1 tier higher vehicle. So of course you have to be very careful. And as far as the gun handling goes, in all honesty, I was like expecting worse. I have ventilation, rammer, and improved aiming on this tank, and it seems to do the work most of the times. But once again, you have to fully aim in, or very close to fully aim it in. And over here, perfect example, 390 alpha right from across the distance. And once again, there are not too many tanks in this battle. If actually any. I think there are no tanks in this matchmaking, for example, in this tier 9 battle that could have been able to do that much damage into Tiger P from that crossing. Right? Because I have the best DPM in this battle, in this tier 9 match. So, very nice, 2 shots goes in, lucky shots, I have been quite lucky with the long range shots over here, but I do not want to be, or I cannot even be in the city versus tier 9 heavies that can simply dump on me. And, penetration, once again, is another issue, especially in this type of battle. Although over here, the AP round goes in that only has 175 millimeters of penetration. And even if I load APCR, which is the premium round you saw me firing before, you only get 217. Like I say only, yeah, this is good for tier 7 matches, but most of the tier 8s, or maybe like, close to all of the tier 8s have better standard penetration even than this tank gets with the premium penetration. But if you know where to aim, you can get some penetration still even into higher tier tanks. But that shot was close indeed. Almost a hit actually. I think lead was good, but it was a bit too high. And it was actually quite hard, or it is quite hard to lead in this tank because of 800 meters per second shell velocity on the standard AP round. The APCR round gives you more shell velocity, 1000, so this makes it a little bit better. Of course, it has weaknesses. It has very many obvious weaknesses. Sometimes the gun is just derpy, sometimes the RNG is not on your side. It's, sometimes it is just not working out, but in all honesty, this thing surprised me quite a lot. After 9 years, basically not playing it, I was honestly having a good time, and it is always nice, that shot though, it is always nice to play with a tank that gives you the feeling okay, we can go one more. Like, okay, just one more battle, or maybe one more after that. By the way, look at this fight over here. Look at this DPM I am having over here. Able to put 2 more shots into this Char MLE, who actually has something like 1.6 seconds faster reload time between shots, having an autoloader than I have overall reload time. So, pretty crazy. Anyway, well, we were not able to carry this tier 9 battle, but I can for sure say that I tried my best, guys. Ace tanker in the defeat. We got high caliber as well. High caliber with tier 7 DD in tier 9 battle. Not bad. 5,126. Is it 26? Yeah, 26 damage done. 1 kill. 803 base XP. And made 124,000 credits profit, actually. And I fired... how many primo rounds I fired? I don't know exactly, but we fired a couple primo rounds over there as well, so still very nice profit for the defeat. Anyway, I tried my best, but now, as I have said, this gun, can be very derpy, especially if you do not fully aim it in, and DPM doesn't matter, everything, yeah, you can fire often, but that can also mean that you can miss very often. For example, like, the clip you're watching on the background, from this range, this is not very far away. I'm not very far away from the tanks I'm trying to shoot and trying to damage, but yeah, if I'm not letting it full aim it in, it just wants to go wherever it wants to go, not where I'm aiming. And standard base spend 175, that combined with the a little bit derpy-ish gun handling, it can lead into stuff like this, guys. It is what it is. RNG gives and RNG takes in a video game called World of Tanks. This battle, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, was just a random top tier battle where at one point the gun just pops off. You know, nothing happened at the start. Like, I'm skipping actually 3 minutes into the battle. The battle started me playing at, what is that, the G5, you know, the house in the middle of our spawn. And I took a lot of blind shots across the map into usual enemy camping positions. And none of my shots actually hit. I took 6 AP rounds over there. I sniped 6 of my AP rounds over there. And 0 connections. So I saw that enemy team is crossing that little river over here in the peninsula area and repositioned, knocked over these 3, and now we're simply defending because, you know, I'm not going into the city. Once again, I do not have hit points really to fight against the many heavies at once. Like, I can take 1v1 fights. I can take 1v1 fights, but I don't want to take 1v2 fights because I feel like the gun, or my gun over here, is quite valuable and I would like to use it. The battle didn't start off very good. It was 1-4, now it is 2-4, 2-5, but luckily I am hitting that SMV very nicely over here. SMV who keeps speaking, and it's hard to penetrate because I have to hit directly into the lower plate, right? And here is Hellcat, and spoiler alert, that shot was actually a hit. And what else this battle shows is the just other sides of the dice, of the RNG dice. I am hitting some absolutely ridiculous shots, and then I am missing the easiest ones, some of the easiest ones. Now, there is that SMV who is getting on my nerves a bit, because that guy is actually thinking, you know, shooting back into this bush blindly, just trying to get blind damage, you know. Clearly, this guy is thinking what the hell is going on over here. So my goal is to get rid of that SMV. So I am once again going to take a couple blind shots over here. That one was a miss, aiming a little bit on the left side. That one was a miss as well, but how about the first shot? Where am I going to put it? Let's put it over there. And boom. SMV has been taken out. That was the scariest tank in this area of the map in the south. Super Hellcat should be easy kill. Panther, easy kill. Passato, easy kill, right? This SDRV, can I hit it, please? Yes, thank you. Now will be easy kill as well. And also I have the Yo tank over here. I have the Cheeto SP as well defending. It is 3 versus 4. The Poodle is in the middle. This guy is, you know, moving back and forth, trying to support us and trying. Yeah. Not even fully aimed in. Not even fully aimed in. Hellcat goes down. Next up, Panther. Goes down. 416 damage. After that we have Basotto over there. Gonna slap that guy as well. Boom. Just like that. 3 shots. 390 alpha. Able to do it quite fast. And the city is holding nicely. At first I was actually thinking, I remember while I was playing this battle, I thought we were going to lose the city. But those guys over here are, up over there, are doing a good job. Because they did defeat the flankers. They actually got flanked as well, if you noticed over there. One of the heavies wanted to flank. They have KV2 in the middle. They have the Waffentrager as well, the tier 7 tank destroyer over there. And now KV2 aiming. Sometimes it doesn't matter, guys. Sometimes it simply does not matter how much you aim. You can aim forever and ever and miss your shots. Sometimes you can aim for 0.01 seconds and hit your shots, right? Anyway, good cleanup in the city. Yu is the only tank left over there. And his Waffle over here should be still at full HP. And he spotted me, so I know that this guy has to be over here for sure. I just keep pushing in, you know. I'm not afraid of receiving a shot from that guy. If I remember correctly, I'm going to load HE over here. At least I hope I do. No, I do not remember correctly. On the move, APCR goes in and they get some assistance as well. With the blind shot, 3,400 damage. I had plenty of battles like that. I actually had some very awesome battles as well, but those happened before the update 1.24 and, well, for some odd reason, replays, even with some micro batches, are messed up and those are simply not going to load up anymore. So Wargaming, can you please make the replay system like global somehow? Is it possible? Hopefully it is. But yeah, this is ISU, a weird tank, which I haven't touched for close to 9 years, to my knowledge at least. A tier 7 tank that has tier 10 DPM. It has crazy DPM if you're able to make it, or if you're able to put it actually on the battlefield. You can take 1v1s in the same tier and just surprise basically everything, right? Do you have this tank? What do you think about that? Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below. That is me done. I catch you next time with something else. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.